Lincoln City 0, Peterborough 0 after another goalless point / a goalless draw. What is my reaction? Cornell B is absolutely happy. Outstanding performance once again, just like it was last week when we played against the Derby. We stood up to Peterborough and showed Peterborough that we, Lincoln City, was never afraid. We showed Peterborough that we were going to stand up to them. We showed Peterborough that we weren't backing down, even though we created chances and opportunities, but we just lacked that little bit of quality. But it didn't really matter. What really mattered was that we, Lincoln City, we got a point and we can still be proud of our performance. Us, Lincoln City, can still be proud that we, Lincoln City, fought so hard for that point, and we got a point today, and we can be proud of that. Obviously, it was like me speaking to Lucas Jensen and saying, Lucas Jensen, no time, no see. And not only just that, I said, you're going to get your 10th clean sheet. And you know what? Lucas Jensen obviously said, oh, I'll try to. And I said, no, you're going to get that 10th clean sheet. And what happened? He got his 10th clean sheet. It was like me putting the land of positivity on Lucas Jensen and him drinking some positivity, land of positivity juice. Every single one of them bringing the positive energy to Lincoln City Football Club and to their game. And it really worked. It's just that obviously with the chances that we had, it didn't really happen. But you know what? It didn't really matter. Peterborough obviously thought, oh yeah, we're going to go into this game. They had a goal disallowed, etc. And they thought, oh yeah, they'll go into this game and thinking, oh, well, they were going to beat Lincoln City. No, you absolutely thought wrong. We stood you up and we made sure that you didn't score past us. And we made your defence look like they were waiting for the 56 bus to go to Skedness, to go to the fun fair and go to the casino and go actually go and play on their arcades. Do you know what I mean? At Skedness, that's what we did to Peterborough today. Peterborough got peppered. Absolutely peppered. But obviously, it didn't really matter. It was about getting a point today, salvaging a point and really believing in ourselves as a team. Just know, big up Lincoln City Football Club. Big up the players. Everybody, get in there, you mighty Lincoln. Jeez, welcome to the Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B. Back again with another video with your boy Cornell B / DJ Cornell B inside the house. Today, what you have just witnessed, Lincoln City salvaging a point against Peterborough United at the LNER Stadium. I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely proud that we, Lincoln City, that I went to the game today. I'm thrilled because I saw an outstanding performance from us, Lincoln City, today. Obviously, before I obviously speak about and give my match reactions to Lincoln City's draw against the Peterborough United, I want to say thank you so much to the 476 subscribers. I'd love to get up to 477. It will be very, very appreciated. So keep on smashing your likes. Keep on leaving your opinions and your views in the comments box, and also keep on smashing the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. So let's get into it. So today, you saw Lincoln City go on and get a point, salvaging a point against a Peterborough side that's obviously challenging for promotion this season in League One. Obviously, that's obviously like we have obviously won 10 games this season. We've drawn 10 games this season and lost 10. That is obviously, look, 8 games this season, won and drawn 11, lost 10. Do you know what that is? That's an improvement. That's a real improvement. But today, obviously, we saw 5 at the back today by Skabala. We saw, obviously, it staying unchanged this today because, obviously, I even said to a few Imps fans that I said, listen, why would you want to change it? Why would you want to change the team? And obviously, yes, I know there was talk about should Mandroyu be in the team? Should Mandroyu start? Obviously, Mandroyu started. Obviously, didn't start today, but he came on in the second half. And his game was interesting today because obviously, were we gonna see a different Mandroyu? Are we gonna see a well improved, disciplined Mandroyu today? And obviously, I feel like we're seeing that already. But obviously, we don't want no fans curse being put on him. And then obviously, it's a different dilemma to it. So it will be very interesting to see. And I said, listen, I wouldn't change it because why would you change it for? The team played well yet last week, and the team had the effect that we, Lincoln City, expected it to be. The formation, it worked. The 3-1-4-2, it really worked. It really worked today. and we saw a different dimension to the style of play that Skabala wants us to play. First half, I thought we were outstanding. I thought we were really outstanding in the first half because the first half was all of us. They had a little spells, which they did. They obviously put crosses into the box. They caused problems to our defense. But you know what we did? We stood tall. We stood tall against Peterborough United, and we showed Peterborough United that we was never afraid. We was not scared of taking them on. We weren't scared to really put everything on the line. The players weren't. The players weren't scared, and the players showed the positive energy. They showed the land of positivity really struck today, and we saw them play to the best of their ability. We saw them give 100% to their game. First half, I thought we were so unlucky with the chances. Obviously, Rowan, I'm going through every single player because it makes perfect sense. Lucas Jensen, 10 clean sheets this season. Do you know what was really funny? It was so funny, me watching the players train and seeing when I was watching the players train in the build up to today's game, and I said to Luke, and Lucas Jensen comes over to me and says, "Long time no see," and I'm like, "Yeah, man, long time no see, Lucas Jensen." And I said to Lucas Jensen, "You're gonna get your 10th clean sheet today," and he said, "Oh, I'll try to," and I was like, "No, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get that clean sheet. You're gonna get that 10th clean sheet." And you know what happened today? What happened today? Lucas Jensen gets his 10th clean sheet. I even saw him go and tell Ethan Aron and said, "Listen, Cornell said your boy Cornell said to me. Cornell said to me that I was gonna get my that he was gonna get his 10th clean sheet." And do you know the reaction that obviously Ethan Aron did? He obviously laughed his head off, and he was like, and most of them was laughing and saying, "You know what? How does Cornell put that land of positivity onto the players? The land of positivity obviously works, and being optimistic is one thing. But obviously, the performance today was brilliant today. I thought it was solid. I thought we were impact. I thought he made such a difference. I thought Rowan playing it right centre back shows that he's adapted to his game. I mean, obviously, I know left wing back probably doesn't really suit Rowan, but when he plays in that right centre back position role, he's a different play. He's a different animal. Obviously, Jackson, outstanding. Sorensen, outstanding. Mitchell, Alex Mitchell, what a player we have in our hands, who is obviously not our player, but on player on loan. He has shown that he wants to really do and achieve greater things this season. He was an absolute colossus. He was like a tank, like dripping on the floor, dripping on the floor. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, he was outstanding. His tackles, everything he gave to his game was outstanding. I thought our midfield today, Bishop, obviously, I hope the injury is not too serious because he had to come off obviously in the second half. And fingers crossed, I'm not surprised that he pulled his hamstring or he pulled his calf. So fingers crossed, it's not a bad injury. And obviously, he walked off on his own power. So fingers crossed, it's not that bad. But our midfield today, of the likes of the two Ethans, Bishop, outstanding. I thought Rico Hackett really played his part really well today. The whole team was just fantastic. Taylor being the little Ross that he is, obviously penetrating the Peterborough defense. Draper being a little Ross, doing the same thing that Taylor was doing today. Obviously, Taylor didn't score today, even though I was optimistic that Joe Taylor would score his first goal. And, we wasn't far away from scoring a goal today. Hamilton having a chance. Mandroya having a chance. Rico was being positive on the counter attack, and he did what he did. But other than that, we were fantastic, and it shows the improvements of our team to this season, this second half of this season. We still lack that quality, and that's the thing. And that's the thing that I feel like obviously Skabala needs to do this January. And obviously with deadline day coming soon to be coming upon us, and obviously we all know, obviously, deadline day is about bringing in players and bringing in the right players. And I know Skabala will do that. But today's performance really showed that we are going to be the team to beat this year. And I know we're in a slightly good position. And I know some people say, top half, and some people say 12, some people say 11th, some people say 10th. But why can't we challenge for the top 6 this year? Why can't we be optimistic and go forward? Look, Ben House is not far away from coming back. Obviously, he's not coming back until the end of February. But he's back in training. He's back in the gym. And he's getting stronger and stronger and really waiting for that right time to say, listen, I'm going to strike. I'm going to strike on this team. And sometimes you think about it and I feel like you're missing a Ben House today, because I know if Ben House was in that box today, he would have scored. He would have scored. He would have scored today. But obviously, listen, we've got more depth in the squad. The depth that we have in the squad, obviously, we need a bit more. And I'm sure Scabala will look at that and think, well, okay, we need to obviously improve the team with more new faces being added. But one thing for sure I will say is that us Lincoln City right now is looking is better to be optimistic than pessimistic today. Obviously, you see that performance today. It was outstanding. We were positive going forward. We were making runs into the box. The players were making things happen, and they were getting us off our seats today. And that's what the players need to do throughout every single game. We've got lower team oppositions to play. We've got Burton to play away, Burton to play. We've got to play Fleetwood at home. We've got to play Exeter City. If we can get points out of them, which I know this team will get points out of them with faces added, I feel we can really make an amends and be a dark horse this season and show how well we can adapt as a team. And I know the players can do that, and they will do that this season. We just got to keep on playing the way we're playing like we did today, being positive on the counter attack, putting costs into the box, making things happen, really really putting 100% effort, really getting the fans out of their seats, because we need to see some excitement this season, and we saw that today. It's just that we didn't convert. It's just that we didn't get the chance to score. But one thing we did do was create chances. We created opportunities, and that's the positive side of things that we can take away. And there are positives to take away from the game. Obviously, Mitchell was a positive. Hackett was a positive today. The way that obviously Rowan obviously is one of them. The way that they played their game today was outstanding. Our back line today of Jackson, Mitchell, and Rowan and Sorensen is the best pairing that you ever see. And it's going to be very interesting to see, does O'Connor get into the team? Do we see O'Connor get back? Because it's going to be hard now. Because it's going to be hard to pull out Mitchell. It's going to be hard to pull out Rowan out of the team, because we're seeing the best of Rowan. And I feel like Scabala needs to play the same team. But obviously, it's about giving other players a chance and an opportunity for them to basically really cement their place in the first team this season and really show Scabala why Scabala needs to trust them. And he does trust the team and he trusts the players. But at the end of the day, us Lincoln City, can take away positives from this game and say, listen, we played well. Look, we've drawn 11 games this season. We've won. We've won 8 games this season, right? Look, we've drawn 11. We've lost 10. It's not a bad thing. Obviously, yeah, maybe the quality needs to be a bit better, especially in the midfield. Because right now, we can't be waiting. We can't be relying on Teddy Bishop. Teddy Bishop put on an outstanding performance today. That nutmeg that Rico Hackett did, I thought was brilliant. I thought the way he turned the Peterborough player was outstanding. I thought the players were making runs into the box. They were being forward. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was my tweet that I put out this morning to the club and probably said, listen, be positive, keep on doing what they're doing. I don't know if that obviously affected them. And it probably said, you know what? Cornell, we're going to put on a show for you. Trust me, we'll put a real show on you for you today. And you know what? They did that today. More of that, more of the same against Burton. But obviously our focus right now is transfer deadline day. And because it's obviously Scabala's first ever transfer window, obviously so far we've got 2 players. But right now we need more firepower. We need more firepower to really ascend on that top 6 this season. And I feel like we need to add a midfielder. I mean, if we can add Charlie McCannon to this team, I'll be thrilled. I'll be happy if we add him, because he's everything that we want in this team, and he's a passer and a ball and a baller. Obviously struggling, obviously playing well at Forest Green Rovers, but obviously they're struggling as a team. If we can add Shane McCollum to this team, I would be thrilled. Ian Pavida, yes, is a tick, tick, tick. But like I said, it's all about consistency. We saw the consistency from the players today, and there's more to come. But like I said, I'm still proud of every single player, every single team. Scabala, obviously, he got his tactics spot on today. It was outstanding. I know he was shouting from the touchline, and obviously Moylan and Mandroy, you brilliant to see them obviously making their impacts known from obviously, from the week when they played against Derby County under 21s. We saw a big difference in Danny Mandroya's performance today. Obviously, he was so unlucky not to score. I was off my seat at today's game when that chance from him went wide, and I was like, oh no, how could you miss that? But listen, it don't really matter. We saw a very good, improved, disciplined Danny Mandroya today. Moylan, loved the way he linked up the play. It was outstanding to see Moylan do that. I want to see Moylan do that every single game and every week. When he gets the opportunity and taking it. But at the end of the day, us Lincoln City are looking at this game and saying at least we got a point. We can be proud of the players, can be proud of their performance. Everybody, the fans, 617, big up 617 squadron. They really made the atmosphere so immense. I know probably they were thinking, well, I think if I was in the 617 fan zone today, probably the atmosphere would have risen even more, and the atmosphere would have rise to the top, to the very, very top. And you're going to see the atmosphere rise up and rise up and rise up. But obviously, listen, at the end of the day, everybody has to keep playing their part this season. Every single Imps fan, don't matter if it's 617, don't matter if it's non-singing, everybody have to play their parts today, have to play their parts this season, because this team right here needs our support, and we need to back them, and we need to back the players at the right place at the right time. And if we can do that this season, which we will, things are going to look great for us, are going to look fantastic for us this season. And I've always said from time that this team is full of greatness. And there are some positive players in this team, and we have to make it positive. We have to make the second half of the season positive. We have to be being positive on the break, making 100% effort to their game. Don't matter what it is. But obviously, the players giving everything that they have, bringing that positive energy to their game. Really creating and opening opportunities, hurting the opposition's back line. If we can do that this season, and the players will do that come Burton next week, we've got a chance to really do something special this season. I'm just happy that we got a point today. And excuse me, just sneeze right there, man. I think it's positivity sneeze. But obviously, I'm just proud. I'm proud of the players. I'm proud of Skabala, and I'm proud of Lincoln City Football Club as a club. And more is to come from now to the deadline day. And come the games that we got against Burton, Fleetwood, obviously Exeter City, we can be proud of that for sure. And I'll tell you that. Listen, thank you to everybody for watching the Imps View podcast show today. Obviously, it was fantastic seeing everybody today at the game today. Obviously, thank you to Lincoln City for choosing my tune today by Philip George. I really appreciated that. It was very outstanding. Thank you so much for watching the Imps View podcast show. Keep on smashing the subscribe button. Love to get up to 477. It'll be very, very appreciated. Keep on smashing the subscribe button. Keep on leaving your views and your opinions of today's game and what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you guys think and your reactions. Thank you so much. Up the mighty Imps. Back again.